Maxwell Air Force Base will host several events for Operation Welcome Home. Here in studio to tell us all about it is Colonel Ryan Richardson from Maxwell Air Force Base. Colonel Richardson, thanks so much for joining us here on Alabama Live.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is an awesome opportunity to recognize the 50th anniversary of the repatriation of prisoners of war from the Vietnam conflict. We kicked it off on 14 February where we had a panel of 3 prisoners of war who were in Vietnam for 5.5 to 8.5 years in confinement. We're now kicking off a series of events starting on the 12th. So this Sunday, we've got the Vietnam Traveling War Memorial that will depart from Texas and arrive in the river region this Sunday. There's an opportunity for motorcycle riders out there if you want to escort the wall onto the installation. There's an opportunity if you go out to maxwell.af.mil. You can participate in that as we get that set up and then get through the next week's worth of events.
Why is it so important to share this with the public and have the public come out to the base?
Yeah, I think, first and foremost, the community in which we serve is critical. And I would say, as we've discussed before this segment, it's been a few years since we've let the community back on the installation. That's something we're looking to change. The Vietnam veterans and those that served and sacrificed so many years ago, many of them did not receive a welcome like many of us serving in uniform have over the last 20 or more years. This is an opportunity for us to say thank you and to recognize their sacrifices.
Why is it so important, not just the public, but civilians in general, to come out and learn a little more about this history, hear those stories, and see this memorial?
Yeah, this is a part of American history, and the river region, Montgomery, is rich in American history. And Maxwell, and nearly 100 years worth of service here in Maxwell and Gunner, this is an opportunity for us to say thanks. Maxwell actually served as one of 10 Air Force installations that repatriated prisoners of war. 43 returned here. So this is an opportunity this week. Again, the setup on the 12th. On the 13th, we'll kick off a 24-hour relay where we will read 81,000 names and keep a prisoner of war missing in action flag in perpetual motion for 24 hours.
Wow.
Following that, we've got an opportunity for all the river region schools to come out and see the War Memorial, as well as a number of other memorials that will be placed out on our officer training school track. And then finally on the 15th, it's an opportunity for the entire community to come out to the base. Gates will open at 0800. There'll be an opportunity to view the wall as well as hear from a Medal of Honor recipient, Captain Rose, from 10 to 11:30 on the 15th.
And you said motorcyclists can come out to participate.
Sure can.
Why is it important for you all, too, to make sure that you read every single name?
Yeah, so there are so many that have given the ultimate sacrifice, and still nearly 81,000 are unaccounted for. So the War Memorial itself accounts for those who lost their life during Vietnam, as well as a number of other armed conflicts around the globe. It's just important to make sure that we share the story of those families, whether it's 50 years ago, 20 years ago, or 10 years ago. So it's an opportunity for all Vietnam veterans. We've reached out to as many as we could through veteran organizations to welcome them on the installation. And if you want to be present and thank them for their service on the 15th, we'd love to have you out to the base.
To make sure they're truly not forgotten.
Absolutely.
Colonel Richardson, give us that website where people can go to read the full schedule of events.
Sure. It's maxwell.af.mil. And if you go out there, Operation Welcome Home should be the front boilerplate there for you in the series of events. Again, for motorcycle riders, it does indicate that registration was over on the 7th. We actually still do have registration open. You'll meet up there at the Hobby Lobby Academy Sports up in Prattville around 11 to 11:30 in the morning, and then have the opportunity to escort the wall onto the installation. Again, 24-hour relay following, an open invite to schools, and then again on the 15th, the entire community is available and welcome on 0800. Gates will open. The event itself between 10 and 11:30.
Colonel Richardson, thanks for all that information, and thanks so much for joining us here on Alabama Live. We truly appreciate it.